So we have just learned, or figured out at least, all the different endings for AR verbs. The endings do not change, other than sometimes you have a verb that's irregular. Estar is an irregular verb, and you guys have already learned a couple of the conjugations for estar. First off, what does estar mean? You guys remember? We talked about it before, a long time ago. It means to be. All right, so it's very similar to ser. Ser means to be as well, right? You remember ser, yo soy, tú eres, él es, ella es, usted es, nosotros somos, ustedes son, ellos son. Okay, estar also means to be, where ser is used to describe people's characteristics on a more permanent basis. Estar is used more for like feelings and locations, less permanent things, okay? And so to conjugate estar, yo estoy. You've heard it before. Yo estoy. Estoy bien, right? I am well. Two, estás. Notice there's an accent over the A. Él, ella, usted. One person by name. Está. Nosotros, nosotras, one or more people by name. So, for example, I could say Landon, Jorge, y yo. So, more than one person by name, and I. Estamos. That one has no changes in it. It's just a normal AR verb. You have the stem, EST. Take out the AR, and then you add AMOS. Vosotros. Vosotras. Estáis. This one also doesn't have any changes. Just a normal AR verb for that box. And then finally, ellos, ellas, ustedes, two or more people by name. Están. There we go. Notice how in these four boxes right here, they all have accent marks over the A. In the singular form, estoy, and then singular, and then for the yo, I guess, yo, and then estamos, plural, including I, we have no accent marks. That's a good way to remember it. If I'm included, I don't have an accent for this verb. Okay, you do need to learn the accent marks. We're also going to talk about adjective, genders, and numbers. Generally, if you look at, go ahead and look at your vocab list. Look at numbers 69 to 80. There I have a whole bunch of different adjectives describing words that describe a noun. And almost all of them have an O at the very end, and it has like the letter A in parentheses. There's only two that don't. If it normally ends in O in the singular masculine form, it is gonna change depending on who is who's in the group, who are the nouns. And so if the noun is female and singular, the O is going to change to an A. If the noun is more than one person and males and females are in the group, then it's going to change to an OS, the adjective. If the noun is feminine and it's a group of people, then it's going to change to an AS. We've done this before last semester when we used ser in describing people. It's the same exact idea here. And so those are our endings. We're going to go ahead and use that to describe some people using estar as well. How do we say he? Él. He is using estar. Not es, we're using estar. Él está. And then the word for mad or angry is enojado. Él está enojado. Write that down. If we are talking about someone who is female and just one person, she is mad. Our adjective, mad, is going to change in the ending. Go ahead and write down how your new sentence, she is mad, in Spanish. When you finish, find someone else around you that has finished and share with them your sentence. Change your endings. Wow. Change your adjective endings. Number, gender, and number matter. You're good. It's yours. Perfect. You're on a different. Are you? No, it just said who's done. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Go to your email. You're gonna find the period 3. Estar and feeling notes. Computer dive. Cassidy, what'd you put down for she is mad? Enojada. Yep. Ella está enojada. There we go. All right. Now our noun has changed again. This is a noun where it's more than one person and it's a group of males and females. They are mad. Go ahead and put down how you would say that in Spanish. So if you wouldn't mind putting yours in the chat box so you check it out, okay? Thank you. The whole sentence. They are mad. Did you find it? You're on now? Good. How many people are in these groups? How many people are in these groups? They and they. Multiple. What do you do at the end? Landon's looking like he's ready. Landon, help me out, man. There we go. Ellos están enojados. Because there's more than one, we had to add a S. And let's do the last one. They, talking about a group of females, are mad. Landon's already done. All right, good. Oh, okay. That's fine. I think everyone's just waiting for me to.
Yeah.
Really? Wow. All right. Help me out, Lane. Which is it? Ellas, sorry, not ellos, ellas están enojadas. Like that. How are we doing so far? Good. Okay, so we're going to match the gender and number when the adjective ends in an O, just like we did here. If it ends in an O, if the noun changes to be female, we change it to an A, so forth, right? Now, there's a couple adjectives on your list that end in the letter E. One of them being, for example, triste. We're going to use triste a whole bunch today. Triste means sad. When it's singular, it doesn't matter if it's masculine or feminine. It's just going to remain as an E at the end. It changes only if the group changes to a plural. The noun changes to become plural, more than one. All right, we're going to add an S. So go ahead and write down, she is sad. She is sad. Jorge, what do you got? Ella está triste. Perfect. Ella está triste. And then they, the group of males and females, are sad. Go ahead and write that one in Spanish. They are sad. Who have I not called on? Evan. Okay, it's not going to be ellas, it's going to be ellos. Yes. Yeah. So, ellos están tristes. Perfect. Okay. We're also going to go ahead and check out asking questions with Estar. So, how would you ask the question, are you mad? All right. So remember, sometimes we don't have to include the subject pronoun. When you're done writing it, go stand up, find someone that you do not sit next to, share yours with them. See if you got it right. Someone that you normally don't talk to. I want you, so are you mad? I want you to write down that question in Spanish. Find someone that you don't normally talk to, get up, move over there, talk to them, share with them your answer. I'll have one group of three. Cassidy, you got to move to find a group of three. How do you say you are, Troy? You are using Estar. Which box would it be? Think about that one. I didn't specify, did I? Estar? Okay. As a general rule, I always, if I don't specify, or if someone doesn't specify, I usually go to the to form. You know, it's only when, like, say for example, I'm in conversation with somebody in Spanish, and I go up to them, I'm like, oh, hola, ¿cómo estás? And they come back to me like, ¿cómo está usted? I'm like, oh, we feel like we're as close in age or level or whatever. And they're using the formal, so I go to the formal. Does that make sense? But generally, I start with the to form personally, with most everybody. Even people that are older than me. They're really older, much older, and will use the formal. So, old grandparents that come through the line. Are you mad? What do you have? Oh, who have I not? Alfredo, I don't think I've asked you, have I? What do you got? Estás enojado. Yeah. And we could put subject pronoun in here, right? We do not have to. We could put, ¿tú estás enojado? ¿Estás tú enojado? Or estás enojado? All three of those work just fine. Because I'm in conversation with one person and that person knows I'm talking to them, a lot of times I could just drop it. I don't have to have the two. There's no one else I'm asking when I'm looking right at you and I'm saying, are you mad? Right? Okay, how would you respond to that? Go ahead and put down a response. Someone asks you the question, ¿Estás enojado? How are you going to respond? A couple different ways. I want you to write both ways. Yeah. No. Cassidy, give me one of them. Does that work? I need to get rid of the comma there. No estoy enojado. That works. Okay. With the comma, it makes it like, no, I am mad. Give me a affirmative response. Yes, I'm mad. Someone. Sí, estoy enojado. Perfect. Are they mad? Here's the last one. Last pair. Are they mad? When you're done, go ahead and take a marker, write it on the whiteboard. Online people, please put it in the chat box. Put down the question on the board. Are they mad?
Put our response to the question?
Nope, put your question. I want to see your question. You can put the response to. Sure, put the response to as well. Are they mad? And then the response. The question and the response. That sounds good. Right there. Yep. And then the response. How would you respond to that question? Someone asks you a question. Are they mad? How would you respond? Your purple there, Evan, right? But the answer as well. How do you respond?
I'm part of the group.
You are not part of that group. Someone's asking you, hey, are they mad? They're not in that group. Okay? Accent? Okay, all right. So most of you wrote down something like están enojados, or ellos están enojados, or Están ellos enojados? Okay, are they mad? And then responses I saw were sí, están enojados, or no, ellos no están enojados. That's it with Estar and emotions. No, you have to figure out who is doing the action, figure out your conjugation for Estar, and then whatever emotions you're using, you're just making sure it matches in gender and number. Okay, we're gonna keep on practicing this, and then once we get to next week, we're gonna be using Estar with locations as well.